Especially if you notice that they've been kind of stagnant in their life, or that they just have been unable to get themselves out of like a mindset or like a headspace for a really long time. There's nothing here you need to be scared of. But I do feel like sometimes these people attach to certain people and they don't even know why, but it's like they're unable to detach themselves at a certain point because it's keeping them in some kind of like loop, and they have negative energies attached to them that are kind of feeding off of this, and then it turns into this thing where you get roped into it because your energy is just like, you have powerful energy, you just are a source like that. But this just happens. I'm gonna see like what this specifically is. I kind of want to get one of these crystal cards to see if there's like any confirmation of this for us, because this is a very specific reading. Aquamarine and azustulite, 16 and 26. Those could be relevant dates or they could be birthdays. Hold on. 16 is aquamarine. It says hope. Aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also with stimulating psychic abilities. It was believed to protect against seduction. You're deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid imagings, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good and well-being follows. That was that higher self card in the last part. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. Divination. Release self-defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's an offer. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. Healing insight. There is no reason to lose hope in your heart, since well-being is a state of mind. It says chakra is throat, third eye, and it aligns all. Soul path, seeing beyond consensual reality or illusion, which is, that kind of makes sense for what I was saying in part 1. I also have 26. Cosmic evolution. Azustulites are imbued with immense spiritual energy and information for guidance and insight. We're here to help Earth ascend into a higher expression of consciousness. You are a being of light and here to help Earth evolve. Although you need to rise above mundane concerns, keep your feet on the ground, and deal with it every day. Too much emphasis on sweetness and light leads to ignoring your shadow energies, which becomes inauthentic and lethal niceness if not acknowledged and integrated. Stay real, leave your ego behind. You are here to represent spiritual light on Earth and help it evolve. Make yourself heard. A project is successful no matter what. Avoid becoming impractical and having too high of an opinion of yourself to the detriment of others. Retain your humility. Recognizing that every soul is precious ensures that you remain in cosmic harmony. I feel like this is kind of saying you might need some energetic boundaries, but it was also kind of like you are a being of light, right? Like you are here to share whatever you're sharing, but there is something about something like the potential of someone feeding off of this, or this being this might just be a reading that's calling you to learn how to protect your energy in a specific way, especially if you are just getting into spirituality in this way, or if you're just getting into energy work. I feel like your light probably casts light on other people's shadows. It's up to flint. The flint is interesting. It's reminding me of like a if you are a catalyst for someone else's awakening, I feel like there is something about that flint like not being able to work the way it was supposed to for a specific person, or this seems like a specific person, the one I've been talking about, because this person may not know that they're actually really, really powerful, especially when it comes to like their shadow or their dark energy, like dark masculine feminine energy. And there's something about them being able to like harness this in a way that doesn't actually like catalyze or spark an awakening for them. Like this person maybe already was awakened spiritually, and because of that, there's something about them being able to like harness this energy almost unknowingly for themselves, but it like, I wish I knew like a way to describe this, like like energetically, or like the like some kind of engineering thing. It's basically just saying your powers, or like your light and the energy that you exude, might kind of be being siphoned without you really fully knowing, and maybe without this person knowing. But this person has a powerful shadow. I'm gonna look up this Flint portal of power. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to the other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. Shadow energy. But clearing blockages and loosening ties is kind of what we were talking about in part 1. Self-understanding. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing. Together with additional karma and repressed emotions affect well-being. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you know how to navigate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. So this could be kind of advice to explore your shadow side, but or like your own duality within, or it's maybe, I feel like this is kind of guiding you to figure out how to not hide, but to like strategically protect your light. And sometimes that means like not shining it at certain times or in certain places. Strengthen your boundaries, cut through confusion to the core of the matter. Slow retrieval is necessary if you've left any part of yourself in another life or an abusive childhood experience. An unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but recognize lessons before you move on. That's the thing. I feel like there's been an unwelcome visitor, or somebody that maybe their energy is kind of unwelcome, but you've welcomed them. And I also feel like the reason that this hasn't been left behind is because it keeps getting stopped at like the, where can I learn the lesson out of this, or how can I apply this experience to me? And then this keeps coming around. You keep finding use for this, or like justification for this energy being around, but it's like it's not supposed to. It says healing insight, paying attention to energetic boundaries and core strength, cutting detrimental ties and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. Soul path, safely exploring other worlds. Timing, Scorpio. Someone could be a Scorpio, or could have Scorpio placements. Frequency, earthly. So grounding yourself. But like I was saying, I want to know like more about what this is specifically, but this could just be a reading that's kind of like letting you know that like maybe it's time to cleanse this energy or to cut certain ties with certain people.